guys, welcome back to the channel. Today, as you can see behind me, we have a pretty insane car. Would you like to introduce yourself and your ridiculous car? Because this is like one of the maddest things in the world. So introduce yourself and your car.
I'm Joe Turner, and this is my 2JZ Subaru IMPREZA, rear-wheel drive.
Rear-wheel drive, and what we're going to start with is, how did this start? What was the basis of this vehicle? Where did this inspiration come from? What was it? Because it's not what it was anymore.
It's just a crazy idea. I went in to see the bloke who built the car, Mark Brown, and I just said to him how much to put a 2JZ in it, and then he shouted a figure, and 6 months later I went back and said, like, go on then, let's do it, let's see how far we can get with this. And then it's just evolved every year. It gets more and more and scarier and scarier.
Yeah, so we will start, because the bonnet's up, with the heart of where this sort of started. What was it though? Was it a turbo?
It was a turbo.
So it was a turbo standard Subaru. Of course, it's not that anymore. 2JZ GTE you bought basically the engine, gearbox, everything as it was. Didn't you?
I bought the engine, gearbox, turbo, clutch as a package from a guy that had it sat in his garage.
Oh wow!
And then we started building it from there up.
Yeah. So you did say a minute ago you actually did body, paint, everything, before, and then the engine.
Yeah, I did it all
which
backwards.
Is sort of the wrong way around, and you know that now, don't you? You know that maybe next time we won't go around that route, but. What an unbelievable thing. Like, it's hard to grasp on a video how much time and effort has actually gone into a car like this, so we will just sort of go through the main things. 2JZ GTE engine, rear wheel drive, BMW diesel gearbox?
Yep, 5-speed.
Yeah, what sort of power?
It's running just over 600 at the moment.
600 horsepower through the rear wheels.
Yeah, and it's scary.
It knows
especially
about
like a day like today where it's a bit slick out.
Yeah, it's not the best conditions for a vehicle like this, but we don't worry about stuff like that. So yeah, insane engine bay in this thing. Turbo's massive. I mean, the level of work, just as you guys can see on the video, someone's taken the time, mate. You and many people have taken the time to really go through this. Exhaust comes out the front bumper. Because why not?
Because why not? It has to be done.
Brakes, they're absolutely... What are the brakes? They're absolutely huge.
They are, well, we looked at brakes, and obviously companies charge a fortune, and obviously my friend Mark, being Mark, he knows what he's doing, and he went and found VW Touran brakes.
Right, okay.
Because they're
interesting. So that's
a lot cheaper than going to a main company, and you get exactly what they're selling you, but without a brand.
Oh wow!
And they're the same as Porsche brakes.
That's really, really cool. Oh yeah, so they are in theory 6-piston Porsche brakes at the end of the day. Wow, well they fill the wheel very well. Body kit. What's the wide arch kit?
100mm ABW wide arch kit.
Yeah, it looks insane, especially the front cut out here.
Yeah,
that is bonkers.
Turn radius.
Yeah,
it's a bit tight
when it's sideways all the time. We'll come round the back. The spoiler is a new addition, isn't it?
Yep, that's not even been on 2 weeks. So.
Wow. So that would you say that finishes the vehicle off, or is it?
I've said for ages the rear needs something. The whole car has this crazy effects, but when you look from the rear, it doesn't look as mad. So that the plan was go big on it, go crazy size, just go massive on it. And
you've definitely pulled that off because oh my god, it's huge. In person, it's like. I can only imagine how big that was off the car, let alone on it. It's pretty mad. We will show you guys the inside of this thing because through the back doors... I was going to say, actually, it's a liquid wrap, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a liquid base wrap with Craig from Violent D did the massive livery on it.
Yeah, it's a honestly really cool livery. It works so well with the car.
Bloke's a genius.
Liquid wrap. I don't think a lot of people out there do liquid wraps these days, and this has been on there, what you were saying,
5, 6, 7, 8 years now. It's not more. I can't even, it's been on there that long. That
is insane. So say 6 years this has been on there. It's doing such a good job. Like, liquid wraps used to be a real pain. I've done it before. They used to be a nightmare, really, but you've definitely picked the right people to do it. Yeah. Let's just say that.
It's lasted well.
Yeah, it has lasted very well. Back seats, we will just show, aren't actually there anymore. So you've got a huge, Vibe sound system in the back, amps, and then 215s in the boot, and I'll do some overlay to show everyone.
Fuel cell banks
through
the whole car.
Absolutely mad. What an RMS are they? Do you know?
I don't know the ins and outs. I know the whole system's around 6,000.
6,000, nice. Yeah, I used to do a lot of, back in the day, a lot of people out there might not know, I used to do a lot of ground zero big builds, especially in most of my cars. So I know how much this would pump. It is insane. So we will Yeah, we will do some overlay of that because it's insane in the back. Can't get your shopping in the back though, which is a shame.
Oh, that's alright.
The wagon thing's sort of out, in it?
Here,
yeah, that's fine. You just chuck your shopping in little bits and bobs.
9 times out of 10 I have to support vehicle anyway.
Support people, just in case, you never know. But yeah, what a wild car. We are going to go up in the road in it now, and yeah, we're not going to go mad, but we're going to see what it's like.
See what the roads are like.
Yeah.
Everywhere, just you and I run away.
It's a race car, mate. That's why. It's what it's all about. Is like
It's not meant to do it.
the race car, isn't it though?
It's an LSD.
Oh yeah, I was going to say it's when you pulled in earlier, it was dragging a wheel like it wanted to go sideways in the car park.
From a welder to an LSD, and it shouldn't
really?
do that. That's the problem with the clutch. So the clutch, the prop, and that ain't working together.
Okay. So yeah, you're going to take me out because I think that's the right thing to do here. And this car is like, although it's showy, like it's a show car, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right? It is so built to go sideways, it's unreal. Like, it's been built around the idea of drifting, it's been built by drifters, but obviously it's got sound system and stuff in it. And you were just saying a minute ago, you're a hydro and taking the audio away from going sideways if you wanted to on a track, because that's sort of why it's built. The front angle of this car is like sat, so you've got a good pivot, I suppose, when you're sideways. Okay. Wow, it makes like the best noises ever. Oh mate, I love a 2J though. 2Js are my favourite thing in the world, but having it in a platform that's a wagon, manual, like, oh, it makes all the noises, doesn't it? Yeah, exhaust at the front actually, so you can hear it out of your window, which is like
Suntan when you're going down the road.
Yeah, that's it. Shooting flames out the sides. So I was going to ask you to run down everybody, because we just chatted about it, everybody that's actually helped with this build.
Yeah.
So did you want to reiterate everybody that's been in it? Because we need to shout these people out. They've done unbelievable work.
So we've got Mark, First Start Garage Services. He's built the car pretty much. He's pretty much built the car.
Yeah.
And we've got people like Warwick from JDM Customs who do all the painting on the bay and has been helping out as well. We've got Craig Weston from Violent D. He's done all the liveries and wrap work on it. And Ryan Basefan, well, he's one of my best mates in the world, and he's done everything for the audio, getting it back together for us. So he knows the technicalities of the audio inside and out. There's just so many people to reel off. You've got the Waterjet profilers in Basildon who have done all the cutting and that for the car as well. The mapper, he never wants to be on film, so but he's just a legend because he's made a sick map on the car.
Yeah.
The names are never ending, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it takes a small army to get this sort of car going. Yeah. We're driving with the windows down today as well. It's hot, it's just one of those days, isn't it, where it's like muggy. And it's a race car, we want to hear that 2J spitting fire out the front of it. It is mad having that 2J sound coming out of the front of a Subaru. It's like so different to the other stuff I've been in. It's really interesting, it's super interesting to me. Obviously I'm trying to build a Cadillac at the moment with a 2J in it. And we were just chatting a minute ago about how this really became. And it's, yes, your vision, but it's cool having a vision, but how am I going to do this? Do you know what I mean? Like, how is this actually going to happen? I must admit, as something that's got an engine swap and everything, it's like, it's done so nicely. It's not like horrible in here. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's not rattling. It's not everything falling off.
We tried to keep internal, like the cockpit, drivable.
Yeah.
You don't want to. You want to be in a nice place.
Because you do drive this. That's the big thing. Yeah, like you drive this. So that's the thing. You drive it to car shows. You drive it we were talking, and it's got to the point where it is hard work. I think the word is, isn't it? It's hard work. Stressful time, which is fine. It's fine. But when you get to this level in a car where everything's been modified and it's got a different engine, you're constantly battling things, aren't you?
Am I going to hit that bump? Am I going to hit this guy? I mean,
you're so worried, but also it's really nice to be able to drive it as well. It sounds like it's about to eat the world. It's what it is.
Obnoxiously loud.
Yeah, I love it. It is so, yeah, like
spinning because you can smell the rubber.
Yeah. It is doing a good job of keeping itself on the road though. It has been built properly, you can feel it.
Solid, everything's solid mounted.
Yeah. Yeah, I can feel that as well. Everything is like in there, do you know what I mean? You're feeling it, but I really like that. Like, as a car build, that is really cool. But yeah, we're working with about 600 horsepower, you're saying. You did have a failure of turbo, were you saying?
Originally we had a failure of the engine.
Right.
And then the last map, the turbo seals blew.
Okay.
So we've just had a fresh turbo on it, so we have to be a bit careful.
Yeah. And that's the thing, like my channel, guys out here know, we're here to have a laugh, we're here to enjoy the car. We're not going to go mad in it, and I've told you, like, you got to drive this thing home. Like, you got to drive it back 200 odd mile, innit? So, you know, we're not going to go mad in it, but I've seen the capabilities and how well this car is set up, and it goes sideways if it wants to and stuff. So, well, in my opinion, mate, you've absolutely smashed it. So, well done.
It's been a long time coming. I've been trying to see you for years.
And all the people out there that have enjoyed, I'm going to say, working on this car, you smashed it.
Big thank you to everyone.
Every single
one. I appreciate you all.